that you own and hold on to can be taken out of your grasp. But what God has put into your life can never be taken from you by anyone. Thank God. When Jesus, what He deposits in your life can never be taken. Romans 11:29, for God's gifts and His call are irrevocable or without recall. In other words, what God gives you, He doesn't take back. If you refuse to use them, that's your problem. And also, no devil or man can rob them from you. What God gives to you, He says to you, what He says to you, what He imparts into your life cannot be taken from you. If you are given a gift for a birthday or an anniversary or something like that, or if you give a gift to someone, you don't expect them to ask for it back later. You know, on your birthday, they give you a nice present. Oh, thank you. Oh, you know, that's really nice. And then 2 days later, they're knocking on the door. Did you like the present I gave you? Yes, well, can I have it back now, please? What? You know, I bet you were surprised at that money I gave you, weren't you? Well, yes, I was. It was great. Right, can I have it back now? No, I've spent it. You know, how ridiculous. You don't do that. It's a gift. You know, when you give a gift, you don't go back for it as well. That was given freely. And it's up to that person what they do with it. If they give it away to somebody, if they put it in the dustbin because they don't like it, that's no business of yours. Once it's left your hands and gone into their hands, that's it. Once a gift is given, but you hope that they enjoy it and use it. It's the same with God. What God deposits into your life, gives you the Spirit. When He gives you grace, when He pours out His love, whatever God gives to you, He's given to you. And He's never going to take it back. His gifts are without recall. And if you sit on them, like the guy with the talent, if you dig a hole and bury it and wait to give it back to Him one day, or you're going to invest it and use it and increase it, that's what God has given. But it's up to us how we use what He's given us. When God gives us gifts and blessings to His people, He doesn't take them back, but He hopes they will use those gifts and blessings for themselves and for the benefit of His people. If you don't do that, it's your business. And the sad fact is, many people have received from God and sat on what He's given them. My friend, my plea today is to stir up the gift that is within you and use it for His glory. Use that gift of healing and pray for loved ones, at work, friends. Use that gift of evangelism that makes you good at speaking to people in an easy way about the gospel. And God will bless you. Whatever God has given you or gives you can't be taken away. You need to use it for His church. In conclusion, this one thing. That's what this message is. It's about this one thing, because that is the heart of what God would say to us today. Martha and Mary both had a choice to make when Jesus turned up. To sit at His feet, to receive what He had to give, or to rush about doing all the stuff that you do when visitors come. But you see, Jesus wasn't just another visitor, and whether Martha cooked a 10-course meal or not, whether she made His room up and put new duvet on and plumped the pillars and put his slippers at the side of the bed and then rushed out to do this, to pack his lunch for tomorrow, or whatever she was doing. He hadn't asked her to do all that. He'd come with a purpose. He wanted to bless them, and maybe their neighbours, and maybe some friends, and maybe people in the house, but He'd come to their house, to their home, and it was them He'd come to see, and it was them He'd come to bless. Jesus hit the nail on the head when He said to Martha, "You're worried and upset about many things." How many things are we worried and upset about? So easy for it to happen, for it to get in. But only one thing is needed. Church, Jesus is here this morning. We have a choice to sit at His feet, to receive life. Or we can do church, just do church. Martha, Jesus told Martha, Mary's chosen what's better, and it will not be taken from her. It's there forever, what she's received. Martha, you can have a fit, you can lose your rag, you can shout and get annoyed, but what she's received today will remain with her forever. Guys, I believe that every one of us can leave this place having received something from the Lord that will help us to grow us and to bless us. But whether we receive it or not, it's up to us. Remember, we don't, you know, you can offer me a gift and I can not refuse it. So I don't want your money. Or, I don't want that gift. Take it back. Or, oh, thank you. Drop it in the bin. Oh, thank you. Put it on a shelf. Or, thank you. I can use it. Let's pray, shall we?